Good morning, students. Welcome to today's online class. Today we want to start one continuation important new chapter is nothing but alternating current circuits. Simply, it is also called as AC circuits. Alternating current circuits is there. Examination point, its weightage is 7 marks. 7 marks means we know 5 marks plus 2 marks is there. 5 marks means theory or problem. 99.9% 5 marks problem plus 2 marks question is there. So that is about weightage of this chapter is there. Totally, this chapter is an important, easy chapter, but different chapter is there. So that chapter name is called as alternating current circuits is there. AC circuits is there. So before going to discussing about AC circuits, first we should know the difference between two types of currents. The first kind of current means a direct current, DC is there. And second kind of current is called as AC is there. AC is nothing but alternating currents are there. What are the main differences between alternating currents and direct currents? We know direct current is also called as constant current. It is also called as constant current, that is called as direct current. And AC means a variable current is there. Every time magnitude of the current is changes and direction of the current is also changes, and direction of the current is changes periodically. Such kind of current is called as AC is there. Next, stored current is called as DC is there. Current coming from cells, current coming from batteries, current coming from inverters, nothing but DC is there. Next, flowing current, current coming from poles. A flowing current is always called as alternate current is there. So these are the general differences between AC and DC is there. And we know the symbol of DC source means battery. It is a symbol of DC source. It is positive polarity, it is negative polarity. When DC source is connected to one conductor of resistance R, we know direction of DC always passing from positive polarity to negative polarity. Why DC is also called as a constant current means every time the direction of current remains same. Every time current always passing from positive polarity of the battery to negative polarity of the battery. So that's why we are showing the direction of current from positive polarity to negative polarity. So every time direction of current is same and every time magnitude of the current is also same. If V is potential difference or E is EMF, then expression for current is nothing but I is equal to U by R, or according to Ohm's law, V is equal to R or E is equal to IR. Where E is potential difference, nothing but EMF. I is current, R means external resistance is there. The opposing property of a conductor to oppose flow of current to oppose flow of DC is called as resistance is there. So in DC source, that opposing property is named as resistance is there. So that is about a DC source symbol. Then what about AC source? It is the symbol of AC source. Source always having EMF. And AC source is applied across ends of resistor or ends of conductor. Every conductor has some resistance. But in case of AC source, don't show the direction of current. Because half of the current is passing in clockwise, half of the current is passing in anti-clockwise. Every time direction of current is changes. Here every time direction of current is remains same. That's why we are showing the direction of current. First half of the current is passing along this direction. Next half of the current is passing along opposite direction. So direction of AC changes, polarity of AC changes. So that's why it is called as variable current. It is a symbol of AC sources. In case of AC source, current I is equal to E by R. Some elements having resistance, some elements having reactance, conductors having resistance, and capacitors, inductors, having reactance is there. The symbol of reactance is nothing but X is there. The symbol of capacitive reactance is XC. The symbol of inductive reactance is nothing but XL is there. So reactance is also resistance. It is also property of a conductor. It is property of a device to oppose flow of AC. To oppose flow of DC means that is called as resistance. The property of a device to oppose flow of AC is called as reactance. The symbol of reactance is nothing but X. The symbol of resistance means R. The symbol of capacitive reactance means XC. The symbol of inductive reactance is nothing but XL is there. So in case of AC circuits, a little bit of terminology will be changed. Opposing property generally it is called as resistance, but here AC source is called as reactance is there. Next, one more important point, the frequency of DC source is always 0. Because every time the polarity remains same. Polarity does not change, magnitude does not change. So frequency of DC source becomes 0. Next, in India frequency of AC becomes 50 Hz. We know about frequency. Number of oscillations made by the body in 1 second, that is called as frequency. That is frequency of oscillation. But here frequency of AC means 50 Hz in India. In some other countries it may be 60 Hz. 50, 40 Hz it may be changes. So in India frequency of AC is 50 Hz in 1 second. The polarity of AC changes by 50 times. In 1 second polarity of AC changes by 50 times means we can't observe the changing polarities. We are unable to observe the changing polarities. So that is about a major differences between AC and DC. So DC means direct current and AC means a variable current. A stored current, a flowing current. The symbol of DC source, symbol of AC source. Resistance, reactance. Frequency of DC source is 0, frequency of AC source around 50 Hz. So that is about major differences between AC and DC. Totally, just we discussed the differences between AC and DC. Now we have to continue the concepts of AC. AC means alternating current, that is also called as variable current. Then what is the definition of AC? A current whose magnitude changes continuously and direction changes periodically. Such kind of current is called as alternating current. Or simply it is also called as the first half of the current is passing in clockwise, next half of the current is passing in anti-clockwise. Such kind of current is also called as alternating current, and it is also called as a variable current. And what about nature of AC source? Nature of AC source means always a sinusoidal nature. For example, sinusoidal nature means periodic nature. Because AC having some frequency. Frequency means a periodic nature. Nothing but simple harmonic nature. In case of simple harmonic motion, displacement is nothing but y is equal to a sin omega t. So displacement is sinusoidal nature. So like that, alternating current is also sinusoidal nature. So graph is drawn between time versus current, alternating current. The first half of the current is passing in clockwise. It is clockwise. Next half of the current is passing in anti-clockwise. First half of the current is called as positive current, and next half of the current is called as a negative current. Positive current is passing clockwise, and negative current is passing in anti-clockwise. So with respect as the time is changed, starting time current is 0. At t1 seconds, the current is I1. At t2 seconds, current is I2. At t3 seconds, I3, I4, I5, I6. So time to time, magnitude of AC changes continuously. Next, in negative current is also same. Time to time, the magnitude of current is changes. So that is about the nature of AC sources. Nature of AC source always a sinusoidal nature. Positive current, negative current. Time to time current is changes. That current is called as instantaneous current. In first year we know instantaneous velocity. The velocity of a body at a given instant of time is called as instantaneous velocity. So like that here one current is called as instantaneous current. At t1 seconds current is called as I1. At t2 seconds current is I2, I3, I4, I5 and so on. I1 is one instantaneous current. I2 is another instantaneous current. I4 is another instantaneous current. I1 means instantaneous current at t1 seconds. I2 means instantaneous current at t2 seconds. I3 means instantaneous current at t3 seconds. So current passing through AC at a given instant of time, that is called as instantaneous current. So that is about the definition of AC and the nature of AC. Positive current is passing in clockwise, negative current is passing in anti-clockwise. Duration for a total time is nothing but capital T. Duration for positive half cycle is nothing but T by 2. And duration for negative half cycle is T by 2 to T. Here duration is T by 2, here also duration is T by 2. That means at equal intervals of time, the polarity of AC changes. For every T by 2 seconds, the polarity of AC changes. From 0 to T by 2, the AC is positive. All instantaneous currents are positive. From T by 2 to T, all instantaneous currents are negative. So that is about instantaneous current. A current passing through AC at a given instant of time, that is called as instantaneous current. How to derive the expression for instantaneous current? We know in case of electromagnetic induction, we know expression for magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is a scalar. A magnetic flux is within a scalar product of B bar and A bar. So magnetic flux in case of a loop becomes D bar dot A bar. Or magnetic flux in case of a coil means N into dA. Or N into D bar dot A bar means dA cos theta. Magnetic flux phi is equal to N dA cos theta. Theta means angular velocity. Theta means angular displacement. General displacement means general velocity time. Linear displacement means linear velocity time. But angular displacement means angular velocity time. So expression for angular displacement theta is equal to omega t. It is the expression for magnetic flux system. By knowing magnetic flux, whenever flux linked with a coil or conductor it changes, EMF or current is induced. According to Faraday's second law, expression for induced EMF or expression for EMF is nothing but E is equal to minus d phi by dt. Induced EMF is nothing but is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux. Minus sign indicates direction of induced EMF is always opposite to change of flux. So E is equal to minus d by dt of flux means above equation NBA cos omega t. So constant values are outside. So E is equal to minus NBA into differentiation of cos. Differentiation of cos means minus sign. Into differentiation of omega t means omega. Minus into minus becomes plus. So expression for instantaneous EMF or alternating EMF becomes NAD omega into sin omega t. Or expression for alternating EMF. Here N means number of turns constant. A means area of the coil constant. B means applied field constant. Omega means angular velocity, that is also constant. So all these are constants, that is named as E naught. So expression for instantaneous EMF or expression for alternating EMF is nothing but E is equal to E naught sin omega t, where E naught is called as constant. That constant value is named as a peak value of EMF. So expression for alternating current, alternating EMF is nothing but E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So alternating EMF is also sinusoidal nature, periodic nature, variable nature is there. By knowing alternating EMF, we can calculate alternating current is there. or we can calculate instantaneous current is there. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R, nothing but E by R. So E means E naught sin omega t by R. So I is equal to E by R means I, E naught by R means I naught sin omega t. So EMF is sinusoidal nature, automatic current is also sinusoidal nature, where I naught is called as a peak value of current. E naught means peak value of EMF, I naught means peak value of current. So this current is called as instantaneous current, current passed at given instant of time. At t1 seconds, instantaneous current is I1. At t2 seconds, instantaneous current is I2. At t3 seconds, instantaneous current is I3. Time value changes, sign value changes, automatically instantaneous current is also changes. The magnitude of alternating current is also changes. So that is about expression for alternating current and expression for alternating EMFs. Totally we just derived expression for alternating EMF, E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and expression for alternating current, I is equal to I naught sin omega t. So alternating EMF or alternating current always sinusoidal nature, that is about variable current. Why it is called as variable current means time value changes, sign value changes, EMF is also changes, alternating EMF is also changes. Here also time value changes, sign value changes, automatically the current value is also changes, alternating current is also changes. So that's why alternating current or alternating EMF always called as a variable current. It is variable current, it is about variable EMF is there. But what about the nature of alternating EMF? The nature of alternating EMF means sinusoidal nature with respect to time. How alternating EMF is there? The starting time value is 0 is there. With respect to time, how nature of alternating current is there? A time is taken on x-axis and current is taken on y-axis is there. A totally alternating current or alternating EMF, both are sinusoidal nature, both are same nature. So EMF is sinusoidal nature, we know the sine curve. It is about alternating EMF. At starting time, t is equal to 0, alternating EMF is 0. At t1 seconds, alternating EMF is E1. At t2 seconds, alternating EMF is E2. At t3 seconds, alternating EMF changes E3, E4, E5 and so on like this. All these are positive EMFs, all these are negative EMFs. So like that, what about alternating current? Alternating current is also sinusoidal nature, the same nature. It is also sine curve. First half of the current is positive, next half of the current is negative. At starting time, instantaneous current is 0. At t1 seconds, current is I1. At t1 seconds, current is I1. At t2 seconds, current is I2. At t3 seconds, t4 seconds, t5 seconds, like this. Time to time, the magnitude of AC changes, that is called as a instantaneous current. At a time to time, EMF is also changed, that is called as instantaneous EMF. Equation of instantaneous EMF and equation of instantaneous current is there. So in case of alternating currents, some important definitions are there. The first one is nothing but alternating EMF. So alternating EMF means we know the EMF with respect to time at a given instant of time, the strength of EMF is called as instantaneous EMF. EMF passing through AC in a given instant of time, or current passing through AC in a given instant of time is called instantaneous current. It is the instantaneous EMF is there. Next, what about maximum EMF? What is the definition of maximum EMF? The symbol of maximum EMF is nothing but E naught. Similarly, what about maximum current? The symbol of maximum current is nothing but I naught. So time to time instantaneous EMF is changes across one particular, comparing to different instantaneous EMF. one instantaneous EMF is maximum. It is maximum EMF in positive cycle. It is maximum EMF in negative cycles. Compared to all EMFs, it is one EMF, it is one EMF, it is one EMF. So compared to different EMFs, one EMF values becomes maximum, or one EMF becomes peak. So peak value of different instantaneous. The peak value of AC. So peak value of AC. So peak value of AC. So peak value of AC in different instantaneous EMFs. So that is about peak value of EMFs. And negative cycle is also same. The same. Here strength of positive peak value of EMF. Here strength of negative peak value of both are same. Strength of positive amplitude, strength of negative amplitude is also same. In positive half cycle, the peak value is called as plus E naught. In negative half cycle, the peak value is called as minus E naught. So maximum value of all instantaneous EMF, that is called as maximum EMF, is the peak value of EMF. Similarly, different instantaneous current, one instantaneous current is maximum. The maximum value of all instantaneous currents, that is called as a peak value of AC. In positive half cycle, one peak value of one instantaneous current is maximum, that is plus I naught. In negative half cycle, one instantaneous current is maximum, that is minus I naught. In positive peak value, the negative peak value. So that is about peak value of AC, maximum EMF and maximum current I naught. So that is about one more definition, nothing but, and one more important point. One instantaneous EMF is repeating 2 times only in a complete cycle. Which EMF is repeating 2 times in a complete cycle? Remaining instantaneous EMFs are repeating by 4 times. At t1 seconds, one EMF is repeating. At t4 seconds, one more same EMF is repeating. And negative half cycle is also repeating. In a complete cycle, different EMFs are repeating by 4 times. In a complete cycle, only one EMF is repeating by 2 times. Which instantaneous EMF is repeating by 2 times in a complete cycle? That is called as a peak value of EMF. Here also same. Different currents are repeating 4 times. But one instantaneous current is repeating by 4 times here, one instantaneous current. That same instantaneous current is also repeating here. The same instantaneous current is also repeating in negative cycle 2 times. So in a complete cycle, different instantaneous currents are repeating by 4 times. One instantaneous current is repeating by 2 times. That is called as peak value of current. The symbol of peak value of current is nothing but I naught is there. So that is about one more definition. Alternating circuits means a peak value of EMF is there. A peak value of current is there. Next, a continuous definition, time period is there. What is the time period of AC? A time period means the time taken by the AC to complete one full cycle. A time for one completion of positive and negative half cycle. The combining of positive and negative half cycle is called as full cycle. The time for one complete cycle. A time taken by the AC to complete one full cycle. Here also same, time taken by the AC to complete one full cycle. A time for completion of one full cycle is called as a time period. Time taken by the AC to complete one full cycle is called as time period. The symbol of time period is nothing but T. We know expression for time period T is equal to 2 pi by omega, or omega is equal to 2 pi by T. It is the relation between time period and angular velocity. So that is about the time period. Next, one more definition is frequency. What is the frequency of AC? Generally we know the frequency of DC source is 0, but the frequency of AC source is 50 Hz. In India, frequency of AC source is 50 Hz. That means number of cycles are complete by the AC in 1 second. General definition of frequency of oscillation is number of oscillations made by the body in 1 second. But frequency of AC means number of cycles made by the AC in 1 second. Frequency 50 Hz means in 1 second it completes 150 cycles. Frequency 60 Hz means in 1 second it completes 60 cycles are there. So that is about frequency. The symbol of frequency is nothing but F is there. And we know relation between frequency and time period inversely proposed. The reciprocal of time period is also called as frequency. The reciprocal of frequency is also called as time period. Time period means 2 pi by omega. So frequency means omega by 2 pi, or omega is equal to 2 pi f. Actually omega means 2 pi by t. 1 by t means frequency. So that is about frequency, number of cycles made by the AC in 1 second. So number of times which the polarity of AC changes in 1 second is called as the frequency of AC. So that is about few definitions in case of alternating current cycles. And next, a continuation small concept is called as the mean value of AC. So mean value of AC or a complete cycle. A mean means average. What about mean value of AC in a complete cycle? Generally we know the nature of alternating current is a sinusoidal nature. All these are positive instantaneous currents. All these are negative instantaneous currents. But magnitude of positive currents and magnitude of negative currents are same. Generally mean value means we know. Generally mean value means sum of all currents by number of currents. The sum of positive current and sum of negative current is same by number of currents. So mean current or average current over a full cycle is always equal to 0. So that's why average current always never calculate over a full cycle. Because all these currents are positive currents, all these currents are negative currents. So mean value of AC or average value of AC in complete cycle is always equal to 0. Or mean value of EMF in a complete cycle is always equal to 0. So mean means we know, average means we know sum of all currents by number of currents. Sum of positive values, sum of negative values same. If sum of positive values is x, the sum of negative values becomes minus x. The total of a positive and negative current becomes x minus x becomes 0 is there. The sum of all currents will become 0 over a full cycle. So that's why mean current or average current always calculated over a half cycle only. So mean current is calculated over a positive half cycle, or mean current is always calculated over a negative half cycle. In positive half cycle, all currents are positive. If all currents are positive, average current value never becomes 0. In negative half cycle, all currents are negative. Sum of all negative values never becomes 0. So average current or mean current over a full cycle is always 0. So mean current or average current never calculated over a full cycle. Or mean value of AC or average value of AC always calculated over a half cycle. Because in first half cycle all currents are positive. Average never becomes 0. In next negative half cycle all currents are negative. Sum of negative value never becomes 0. So next one important derivation is a derived expression for a mean value of AC or average value of AC over a half cycle, either positive half cycle or negative half cycle. So that is we discussed in next videos, or that is we discussed in next classes. Thank you, Anita.